Today I want to show you a great drill which is really going to help you start hitting those little chip shots around the greens a lot closer. You know, when you look at the PGA Tour guys, or any tour for that matter, you notice that, you know, when they do miss the green, they tend to get the ball up and down a high percentage of the time. Now, what that allows them to do is keep their momentum going, keep their score going. They turn potential bogeys into pars, and they make a lot of birdies around the shorter par fives. So again, what we've done here is we've set up a specific zone. And you notice here, this particular zone is a 1.5 metre radius or a 3 metre diameter. So, you know, roughly 10 feet, 5 foot radius, 10 foot diameter. And again, we've eliminated the hole. So we're using one of our discs like we use here, and you can use anything, use a coin or a marker or a tee. Again, because the specific nature of this particular drill and our objective is really to try and get the speed control right with our chip shots. Now, what we particularly work on with this drill, which is great, is we're working on a formula. Now, you don't hear many players talk about this, but there definitely is a formula. You know, each player in their mind pictures a certain flight of the golf ball when they're playing around the greens, and then they picture the reaction or the rollout of the shot. So we call this carry versus roll. And how we do this is we set up 5 different stations, and from those 5 different stations, all those different stations are very different shots. So, you know, we've got shots which are going to be, you know, approximately 30 metres total from where we're playing the shot, all the way down to a shot that may only be about 8 metres total. So what I'm referring to there is the distance from our station that we've marked to the actual target. So that way I can work on a number of different clubs, a number of different shots, running shots, high shots, etc., etc. So by working on this, and specifically and doing some deliberate training on this, then you really start to get that ball up and down a lot more around the greens. So here I am at one of my stations. Now this particular shot here, from where I'm hitting these chip shots to my target, it's around about 11 metres, so, you know, probably 36 odd feet. Now what I want to do here is, I've already gone and calculated my total distance, and I'll do that in training while I'm doing this. But what I also need to do now is I need to pick a landing zone. Now, the landing zone that I've chosen here is 4 metres from where I'm playing this particular shot. Now, the reason I've chosen that particular landing zone is because it's very flat there. So there's no real, the grass is not thick there, I don't have to carry the ball a long way. It's a very flat surface. So that's just a little bit of a tip for you, is when you're playing these shots and you're picking your landing zone, as much as possible avoid landing it in the rough, particularly thick rough, and landing it on severe downslopes, etc., etc., because you're going to lose a certain amount of control if you start landing the ball on those inconsistent slopes and irregular lies. So I've chosen my landing zone there. Now I've chosen my 56 degree sand wedge, and my marker is just a little bit to the right. You know, it's probably about, or maybe 2 metres, a little over 6 feet to the right. Now I'm factoring that in because I know that once this ball hits the green, it's going to roll just like any putt. So I need to actually make that part of my initial process while I'm looking at it. Now what I want to do here now is just get a feel for the shot that's going to carry the ball there. And that's something I really suggest you do around the greens, is really feel the swing. You know, I see a lot of players making swings like this and then get over the ball and, you know, try and make the right swing. So really rehearse the swing that you want and really develop the good feel for that shot, because it's all about the process. Go through the process and just let the outcome take care of itself. I've got 5 golf balls here. Now when you do this drill, you'll be hitting 10 balls. Again, so you can keep a percentage, right? Now, the number we want here is a minimum of 7, so 70%, 7 out of 10. That's our qualifying mark. You would hit 10 from each one of these zones, so I've got 5 zones here, so that would be a total of 50 balls. And that would be a very deliberate, short game training session. So again, I'll just go through the feel of the shot. I'm looking at where I want to land it. I don't spend a lot of time over the shot. I land the ball where I want it to. It's rolled down the hill and it's rolled down into the zone. So, setting up your 5 stations and practicing your carry v roll short game training drill is really going to start getting you into a zone where you can get the ball up and down around the greens much more often and continually shoot low golf scores, and that's the secret right there, is being able to save par when you hit the wayward shot, which we all do, and you can save your par.